In this video, I am going to talk about the hottest new fitness trend out there, and it revolves around doing as little and having as little discipline as possible. Alright, I just want to say, back in the day, in the 70s, the 80s, there were guys like Arnold. They were dieting, they were working out, they were putting in hours in the gym, they were coming up with no pain, no gain, and feel the burn, and they were getting results, and they were getting people motivated to work out and get in shape, okay? These days, you talk about if it fits your macros. You can get big or small or whatever, gain muscle, lose fat by eating ho-hos and donuts all day. Intermittent fasting, don't eat shit all day, and then at the end of the day, you eat a ton of crap, and you could still lose weight, okay? People talk about, doing a 2-minute HIIT workout. People talk about you don't have to do cardio to lose fat and get in, to lose fat. Okay, I'm not gonna say get in shape. The shortest workout possible for you to go ahead and build muscle. How few days a week you can work to go ahead and, change your body. And I think that's a load of crap. Now, first of all, let me just say, I believe that anything that a person does long-term to improve their health, to improve their confidence, their appearance, their athletic ability, whatever, is good. So if somebody wants to go ahead and do it, if it fits your macros and eat ho-hos all day, and if they somehow lose weight, that's excellent, fine, great for you. However, I think it's just bullshit that people are really going out of their way to do as little as possible. Now, I'm just going to throw a couple of examples out there. Do you have to do cardio to get lean? No, okay? If I take in 2,000 calories a day, and that's my maintenance, and I burn 500 calories by doing cardio, and somebody else eats 1,500 calories and doesn't do any cardio, will still, genetic differences, whatever, body type differences, lose basically the same amount of weight because I'm eating 2,000 minus 500 that I'm burning, and I'm at a deficit every day of 500 calories. He's just not eating 500 calories. He's eating 500 calories less than me, sitting on his ass all day, and he's also at a 500 calorie deficit every day. But, look at this. First of all, it's easier said than done to restrict your your eating, okay, as opposed to just getting into the gym and sweating a little bit, okay? Another thing is when you go to the gym, okay, and when you do some kind of cardiovascular, some kind of endurance training, it's not just when you're in the gym that you're burning X number of calories, but you are becoming more athletic. Your body's changing in the way it just metabolizes, the way it processes everything. You have the afterburner effect, which means if you do high intensity cardio, for a time after you're done with the workout, your body will still burn calories at a higher rate, okay? But even those things aside, let's say I go ahead and get a six-pack by, working out every day, and this guy gets a six-pack by sitting on his ass every day and just dieting, okay? We will both look, okay, like we could just, chase a guy down, and just tear him apart with our bare hands, right? But the guy who's sitting on the fucking sofa eating 2 ho-hos less a day is not going to be able to do that, okay? That's the real reason why everybody respects a person that's in good shape. Not because of what they look like, but because of what you think they can do, okay? If you see a person that's got washboard abs and everything, it's like, man, I'll bet that guy is in awesome shape, he could just run and jump and whatever. You should probably be able to do that too, okay? It's like a woman sees a guy and finds him sexually attractive. It's like, wow, that guy's in shape. He must be, able, he must have endurance and sex and bra and things I'm not going to talk about on this channel. A guy sees a guy who's in shape, and he was like, that guy must be able to really, just go a million rounds with anybody and fight and whatever, okay? So by getting the look, okay, it's like a fake Rolex. Oh, I look so rich because I have a fake Rolex. Well, no, okay? The Rolex isn't that impressive. It's impressive that you built up your financial success to a point where you could afford a Rolex. So if you're just some jack-off who has a cheap Rolex or whatever, you know, it's like, what the hell's the point? The entire thing is that you build up your life to where you could afford a Rolex. So now, just looking like you have it, as soon as somebody sees that, they're going to realize that you're a fake and that you're trying, you're like a wannabe. You know, remember, I lost 30 pounds of fat in 4 months, got myself ripped to shit, and I did not do that, okay, by thinking, you know, my inspiration at the time was the guy in the movie Ninja Assassin. And I never thought, I want to look like Ninja Assassin. How do I do as little as possible to look like Ninja Assassin guy? I was like, how would I train to be a Ninja Assassin? How would I feed my body to train to become a Ninja Assassin? And by becoming a person who is in excellent physical condition, who is explosive, who had, you know, who could just, you know, sprint and chase a person down and then beat his ass after you've, you know, chased him down, it's like, I of course looked like that. Okay? I didn't train to look like that, I trained to be like that, and then obviously as a direct result of that, I did look like that. Okay? And that's basically, you know, just, you know, what I mean. It's like, what is the point to like get, you know, well, I want to do as little as is humanly possible, okay? And believe me, I am the last person that's going to say you should do inefficient workouts. I mean, I did a video just a couple days ago about a treadmill routine. I'm like, just run 20 minutes. And, you know, start slow, progressively increase at a rate where you can continually increase the speed. So instead of running like 40 minutes instead of 20 minutes, you'll run twice as fast as you were in the beginning, and that's why you'll burn twice as many calories. So it is an efficient way. I'm not saying you should run you know, 20 minutes a day and an hour in a week and then 3 hours in a month. You know, you should be as efficient as possible, but still the fact is you're running faster and faster and faster every single day. You know, you're getting in better and better shape as you go along. And over a long period of time, you're going to be in awesome physical condition. You're working your ass off on that treadmill. Okay? The same thing, like I said, with the, you know, what I have in my anaerobics program, where you do plyometrics, burpees, jump rope intervals. You know, after a while, you know, you have to start slow and then increase the volume. But after a while, you don't increase the length of time you work out anymore. You work out harder in the time you are working out, with harder exercises, with faster, you know, jumping rope, with mini sprints inside of the intervals you're doing jumping rope. Okay? So, like I said, it's not a matter of just do more and more and more, but the fact of the matter is, you are working your ass off. You're not becoming a person who looks like he's in shape, who looks like he can do this, who looks like he can do that. You're becoming a person who actually literally can. You know, I mean, this has, you know, this is not really like a bodybuilding channel, but they talk about synthol, and there's another thing. It's like, instead of synthol, it's like an oil you inject. There's something that's like little beads or whatever you inject into your body now. You know, synthol is basically like, well, I'm just going to go and inject something into my muscle, and the muscle's going to swell up. You create scar tissue when you do that. First of all, it's bullshit and it's fake, but second, you create scar tissue. So this means now my arms are like, you know, 500 inches bigger than they were, but you're weaker than you were before because you're actually destroying the muscle. What the hell is the point to having big arms and become actually weaker? Okay? You know, like get pec implants or calf implants or whatever. Wow, that guy looks like he could bench a ton. No, he can't actually, because he just has fake boobies. Okay, so that's basically what I'm trying to say. You know, this channel has always been about performance-based nutrition, performance-based training, and you know, my goal has always been like, okay, what do you want to be like? Whether it's do you want to look like something or someone? Do you want to be able to do what somebody's doing? Do you want to be healthy like a certain person? Great, let's find out, you know, how I would train a person to do this, and let's get you trained up to do this, and you will, as a result, look like that person, okay? As opposed to like, you know, oh, if you want to be ripped like a, you know, champion kickboxer, sit in your ass all day, eat 500 calories less and, you'll lose fat. That's not the way I'm going to do things. I'm going to be like, listen, if I were going to train a champion kickboxer, we'd be doing a lot of interval this and a lot of plyometric that, and messing around with your heart rate and, recovery times and burning massive amounts of calories. Just as a side note, I would feed you just enough to fuel your workouts, just enough to continue increasing your workouts. I would actually feed you more as you went along in your cut as opposed to less. And then after a while, I'd be like, holy shit, I didn't even notice it wasn't the point, but how come I'm ripped all of a sudden? Well, because you were concentrating upon training to be like whatever kind of athlete or soldier or whatever. And as a result, you ended up looking like him. But like I said, this whole thing about do as little as possible, as rarely as possible, be as undisciplined as possible in your eating, eat as many ho-hos as possible. I think that's just absolutely positively ridiculous and has absolutely nothing to do with being in shape, being healthy, or looking good.